probably going to be the first generation of children who are going to have a shorter life expectancy than their parents.
18% of our children right now are obese.
It's not only health, it's about survival and well-being of the United States as a nation.
You don't crave broccoli, and our generation has grown up craving a Big Mac.
I want to think that there's something better for me.
Unless we're able to control
twist the mic so it's pointed to you. Just twist it.
Of chronic
there you
disease.
go.
All of us have to be part of the solution to reduce obesity.
The way the nation is out of control, but we can fix that.
If we don't now take this as a really urgent national priority, we are all going to pay a really serious price. Obesity will crush the United States in oblivion.
Good morning, Stuart, Florida. Good morning, everyone. This is the Slim Body Laser Spa's Health and Wellness Show. And my name is Dr. Tread Rissacker, and I am the owner and the guy who brought the fat laser to Stuart, Florida. Yes, I did. It's been there now for 6 years at 2311 Southeast Ocean Boulevard. It's called the Slim Body Laser Spa. It's right across the street from the Fresh Market in the Carmela's Pizza Plaza. And we occupy the old Haagen-Dazs building that was right on East Ocean. And if you were a graduate of Martin County High School like I was back in the late 70s and early 80s, you would remember the Haagen-Dazs. It was one of the few places you could get ice cream. I believe Stuart is a wonderful, wonderful community to belong to live in. And I'm so grateful that I've been able to have this business here. I'm a doctor of chiropractic. I graduated in 1988 from Cleveland Chiropractic College. My father is a doctor of chiropractic. He passed away 10 years ago, and he graduated from Palmer School of Chiropractic, and he graduated in 1950. Practiced 50 years as a chiropractor. I have a brother and two sisters. We're all doctors of chiropractic. Dr. Todd Rissacker and Dr. Caroline Rissacker. They practice in Jensen Beach at the Better Life Chiropractic Center. And then I have a younger sister, Dr. Christine Widener, and her husband practice over on Osceola. So yes, we are a chiropractic family. And I think it warrants a little bit about my story about how I got involved in doing the laser today. I'm feeling very, kind of melancholy, and I just been thinking about my past and how fortunate I am. And one of the things which happened to me is I was recently diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. And wow, I take care of my health. I couldn't believe this happened. And I'm going to go over why I think this happened and what I did to reverse it. And it has a lot to do with using the laser. If you're listening online, or if you're listening here in Stuart and you'd like a consultation, or you'd like to find out more information about what I'm speaking of, you can always call the Slim Body Laser Spa hotline. It's an 844 number. It's 1-844-DR-SLIMBODY. It's 844 Dr. Slim Body. Or you can do the regular phone number, 772-223-5885. Or you can go online to slimbodylaserspa.com, hit the contact page. By the way, on the website we have before and after pictures, testimonials. You can read about my CV, my bio, my CV. It's very informative. If you're questioning if maybe laser-assisted weight loss is something you're wondering if it could help you, you can go online and look at that. We also have the Facebook page, facebook.com/SlimBodyLaserSpa. And I do have events and specials and things we do there. Try to keep that regularly updated. We also have a YouTube account, Slim Body Laser Spa, at the YouTube. And I have over 30 video testimonials from people that live and work right here in the Treasure Coast that have been through the Slim Body Laser Spa. I'm a firm believer in testimonials. I could tell you all day long that it works, but it's hard to... there's always that skepticism because I'm in business and, I benefit from it. But when clients come in and patients come in and people who have had results come in and share their stories, it's very, very powerful. And I see Mike looking at me. Yeah.
Oh, I'm just saying.
You've heard them all, right?
I've heard a lot of them over the years. Everyone.
The testimonials,
everyone comes in with a different story, and yet there's a lot of similarities between a lot of people talking about how, they're skeptical going in. They are amazed by the results. They get quick results. The staff, how clean everything is. I mean, you see a common refrain from all of the people who do these testimonials. And when you go through the program and you're actually at the Slim Body Laser Spa and you're talking to the other people while you're going through the program, everybody's happy. Everybody's astonished. Everybody's repeating the same exact things that you hear on the radio, that you see on the testimonials as they're plastered on the walls. Everybody's got the same story. It's incredible.
Yeah. It's also a tough business, meaning, not everybody comes in feeling really great about themselves.
Right.
It's aesthetics. It's I'm coming in because I'm unhappy with the way I look or my belly fat or whatever. And to be able to make a change in such a short time, in 3 weeks, to where a person has changed their feeling about themselves, they see the change consistently, 98% of the people have a positive result. It's if you look at the industry, it's unheard of in our industry to be that successful. People go in and out of weight loss programs. They're not all happy. They gain their fat back, and they're upset. And at the Slim Body Laser Spa, because we're using a laser to assist with this weight loss, the laser makes up the difference where you might fail at being successful. Right? It gives you that extra edge that most people don't think that they need, or maybe they wonder why they're failing at regular weight loss, or they're have joined a trainer to try to sculpt their love handles or their belly fat, and the trainer has assured them that these exercises are going to burn that fat right over that area. Well, that's just not true. The laser targets those specific areas, and in 9 sessions or 3 weeks, you can shrink and you can reduce those areas with very little downtime, no downtime. And you can't exercise away spot fat. It's very difficult to spot fat reduce through exercise or strengthening or targeting that area by eating certain foods. What is it? The grapefruit diet, the belly fat diet. These are just, different approaches to losing weight, but you're dealing with a body which has rules and restrictions, and it has a certain set of protocols that have to be followed for you to be successful and for it to let go of fat. Let's call it what it is. When you eat food, you turn it into calories. If you eat more calories than you burn for that day, you are always going to store fat. That's one of the human's great achievements. It's given us an evolutionary edge over all the creatures on the planet. Is we literally store fat, and then we don't have to. We can run, we can jump, we can fight, we can, take care of our loved ones, and we don't have to carry food with us everywhere. I don't know about you, but I'm hungry like 3-4 times a day, even after I eat. It amazes me when I went to a seminar in Texas, and they had this. All the food was pre-made, and we prepaid for it. It's really great food. So breakfast, they give you, your plate, and then by 12 o'clock, I'm hungry, man. I'm sitting in that meeting, and my stomach's growling, and I'm thinking, I can't wait for lunch. I have lunch, and then we go back into the seminar about 6 o'clock. My stomach's growling again. I'm hungry again, and I'm like, wow. And I know that I don't need that much. One of those meals would have been enough for calories for the whole day. So there has to be another mechanism which is causing you to want to eat. And that is the mechanism which stores fat. Your body is a fat-storing, sugar-seeking, salt-loving, fat-loving machine. It looks for anything which is going to put fat on. It's something which comes from your ancestors. And we have managed to keep that down. We managed to modify our behavior, but really when we're under stress, when we're in a situation where nobody's really watching us, or we're throw care to the wind, as they say, we'll overeat. Am I the only one that goes through that? I love a person who goes out to the restaurant, and I hear them and they say, well, I'm going to get a burger because my wife's not here. Right? I'll take an extra soda because I don't have anybody watching after me. There's this desire inside of us, and it's something which is, it's really a God-given, urge to help you survive. And, but, we are in a situation now where we're basically overwhelmed with food. We have so much food available all the time, everywhere you go, that it's hard to avoid it. I'm 56 years old. I'll be 57. I remember going to a gas station and you couldn't buy food there. Does that sound bizarre?
That's crazy to me.
Yeah, you would go to the gas station. They might have a soda machine, which you had to put quarters in, but then you got gas, you drove and you left, and you'd have to go to either another store or a like a pharmacy where they had the soda fountains. Mm-hmm. It wasn't that long ago. It was only in the 70s, and you couldn't buy food and snacks and beer and cigarettes at the gas station. But they've now combined that together, where everywhere you go, they got food available. I mean, just go through the airport, flying on a plane, and look at all the kiosks and the little mini bars and mini, food centers, and salads are made and sandwiches. I went into Walgreens and they had fresh sandwiches there, wrapped up. I mean, Walgreens.
That's crazy.
It's everywhere, and it's it's convenient, it's great, but you have to use your wisdom, you have to use your knowledge and intelligence about these choices, because it really boils down to when you're younger, in your 20s, 30s, you're burning a lot of energy, you're active, you can eat more food because you're burning energy. But as you get older and your activity starts to drop down and you're not burning as many calories per day, if you don't back off from those calories, if you don't start eating less as a habit, as a promise to yourself, you will become overweight. You're going to have all the symptoms that come with being fat, as we are well documented. So it really does come down to food, and it comes down to being active and exercising. So if you're in a pickle, as we like to say, if you've struck the jackpot and you're gaining weight and your waist size is, if you're a man, it's over 40 inches, 42, 43. If you're a female and it's over 35, and your feet are starting to hurt and your ankles are swelling and knee arthritis is kicked up, you're eating, your blood sugar is not manageable anymore. It's high all the time, so you're always needing food to feel better, These are symptoms of a much more serious problem called metabolic syndrome. Your pressure is elevated, go to the doctor and he puts you on blood pressure medication. He says you have hypertension. Maybe they do some blood work and your cholesterol is elevated, so they make a recommendation for some cholesterol-lowering drugs, the statins. Or maybe you're finding out that your H1AC, the marker for diabetes, is elevated, and you're running what they call hypoglycemia, you're pre-diabetic. These are warning signs that your body systems are starting to fail. This doesn't mean that you're getting old and this is just part of life. When they prescribe hypertensive medication and they prescribe cholesterol medication and they prescribe things to lower your blood sugar, this is because your body systems are breaking down. They're failing you, and eventually they're going to fail, even with the medications, because if you don't make a change. You have to think, why is this happening? What can I do to make it better? What choices am I making that I could do better? Is it food? Maybe I need to exercise more. Maybe I'm under a lot of stress. So you go online, you ask friends, what do you do? Maybe you join a gym, you make some efforts, go to the gym, first day you work out, you're next to a whole handful of kids that are 20 years younger than you.
Oh, that's intimidating. That
are all cut, beautiful, and you're like, man, I'm really out of shape here. I look like Jabba the Hutt here. Have you ever felt that way? I have.
Yeah.
At the gym,
you're trying to you're doing your bench press and you're struggling with a couple of plates up, and you see the person next to you and they're maxed out on both sides.
It's intimidating. Let's put it that way. So for a lot of you out there, you don't go back. You join the gym, you make a few efforts, plus you're hurting the next day. And get this, you get hungry. When you work out and start exercising, you eat more because and the other thing is you think you're okay to do that. So, this is kind of a common theme that's happening to many of us here, is this, You know, we fell off the discipline wagon. We thought we could get away with eating and throwing care to the wind with having sodas and chips and all these refined carbohydrates and eating late night snacking on ice creams and donuts. They say that that's when most of the sugar is consumed by people, is at night. And all of a sudden, you know, you're at the doctor and he's prescribing medication for you, and they don't seem to be that concerned. They should be, but they're not, because medication works in the beginning, and as it gets further on, it doesn't work, and that's one of the problems. It isn't that it doesn't work, but it sickens you at the same time. And anyone that's ever been on long-term medication will tell you that. So it's not a solution, it's a temporary Band-Aid to get through a tough time. But if you're diagnosed and you're on these medications and your belly is over 40 inches if you're a man and 35 if you're a female, if you're on hypertensive medication, if you're on something to lower your blood sugar like metformin or glucosides, if you're on some kind of something to lower your cholesterol and your triglycerides, or any one of the above, please reach out to a professional and try to get down to the cause as to why this is happening. Set a goal with a healthcare professional, somebody like me, and we can sit down and make a decision if